Hi everyone, Kaia Moon here. I've been guided to share a message with you, and this is a message for twin flames on the way to self-mastery. So the other day, basically, I guess it was a full moon night, November 14th, 2016. I was writing in my journal and just kept writing and writing and writing, and this is part of the message that I received. Okay, so essentially I got 4 different steps that we could take or that we are to take on this journey of self-mastery. So the first thing is to follow your bliss. And this expression has been, or was coined by, I guess was Joseph Campbell. And essentially what it means is that in every moment, choose what makes you feel happiest. Even if it seems that you're being taken off your path, even if it seems that it's the weirdest thing to do, if it makes you happy, then follow that choice. And essentially the notion behind this is that the universe is fundamentally a neutral universe, and it'll give you more of what you consistently reflect back to it. So if you're consistently following your bliss, the universe will give you more to be blissed out about or more to be happy about. So that's the message about following your bliss that I got from the divine. The second message that I got was to surrender to the will of the divine. And essentially that means that we have trust and faith in our path, and that everything is working out for the best and the highest good of ourselves and for the collective. So it's best to just be, and this is what I've been working on, is to practice being in a state of non-judgment for myself and others as I go along my path, and know that everything that happens, even when I screw up, is something that's supposed to happen. And I have this expression, and I'm sure you've heard it, but I try and say to everything that happens in my life, and I just say, it's all good, it's all good. And ultimately, it will be all good, and it is all good, and it's will help to raise our vibration and the vibration of the planet. The third message that I got was to live in the now. And essentially that means, and I'm sure you guys all know what that means, but I'll explain for those of you who may not be certain of it, is to enjoy the present moment, relish the present moment, and not worry about the past, and not worry about the future. And essentially all we ever really have is this now moment. And if we do our best to enjoy that moment and make choices that make us happy by following our bliss, then we will reap the benefits of this life and be happier along the way. And the fourth message that I got is to stress the importance of going within daily. So meditating daily, having a practice of even 5 minutes a day is so important for us on this twin flame journey and this journey to self-mastery. And it doesn't have to be 2 or 3 hour meditation. It could be 5 minutes where we sit in silence. And it's essentially, like, the way I look at it, it's like having a date with the divine, a daily date with the divine. And this type of practice is best if we do it every day at the same time. And it's like making a commitment to ourselves and a commitment to our spirituality. And things can only grow and progress in terms of our spiritual development from there. And this is so important in helping to raise our vibration, connecting to source, and being able to live our highest gifts, spiritually and otherwise. So, yeah, I mean, sometimes what I do is I'll say a mantra, or I just allow my thoughts to like float by like wispy clouds as I just sit in silence for how much ever time, between 5 and 20 minutes. Um, and I found that it's been so helpful. And we don't necessarily get any kind of message from the divine at that time. Some people do, but sometimes you don't get anything, but you may notice synchronicities in the day, or the following, along the following week. Other times, like for example, I've been feeling joyful right after meditating, and there are times when I even like I'm purging and I cry, and it feels good to release, and to also know that I'm purging whatever negative emotions or personal wounds that I have, and that is also helping to purge and clear these negative emotions or wounds for the collective as well. And yeah, that's basically it. So just to recap, the 4 steps is to follow your bliss, surrender to the will of the divine, live in the now, and go within daily. And I hope this helps. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. And thank you so much for listening. Love you.